The Cincinnati Reds are off to their worst start in franchise history at 3-22. Up to this point, it's clear that the Reds are far and away the worst team in baseball. Heading into this season, they were expected to be bad as they lost lots of key players including Jesse Winker, Nicholas Castellanos, and Sonny Gray. But they weren't expected to be this bad. Let's take a look at the Reds top to bottom, starting with their offense. Jonathan India, the reigning National League Rookie of the Year, has been injured most of the year with a hamstring injury. India was playing pretty well before his injury as he was hitting .295, but clearly the Reds have been missing his bat while he's been out. Joey Votto, who broke out last year and hit 30-plus home runs, so far is hitting .122 and has yet to hit a home run. Mike Moustakas hasn't been playing very well either, and it's clear that up to this point in his career, he's not what he once was. Kyle Farmer has been getting everyday at-bats over at shortstop, where he's hitting .221 and has yet to hit a home run. After having a career year in 2021, Tyler Naquin is struggling to start out the year as he is hitting .212. But not everything has been bad with the Cincinnati offense. Tommy Pham, who they picked up from San Diego this offseason, is hitting .247 with 4 home runs. He's not playing great, but he's definitely not playing bad, and you really can't expect too much from Pham at this point in his career. Tyler Stevenson, who just returned from a concussion, has been playing very well as in his limited playing time he's hitting .263 with 3 home runs. Stevenson looks like he's ready for a breakout season this year as he's really solidifying himself as one of the best catchers in the game. I think Stevenson is fully capable of hitting 20 to 25 home runs behind the plate while having very solid defense. So all in all, obviously the offense isn't playing very well as the Reds are 3-22, but not everything is bad as I just mentioned with Tommy Pham and Tyler Stevenson, and especially Jonathan India, who will be coming back soon from injury. Now let's take a look at the pitching. Their starting rotation has been very bad to say the least. So far they have a 6.86 team ERA, which is by far the worst in baseball. To give you a little perspective here, the Nationals are 29th in baseball in team ERA and they have a 5.03 ERA. So the Reds team ERA is a full 1.83 runs worse than the next worst team. Tyler Mahle, who had a pretty solid season last year, is off to an awful start as he's had a 7.01 ERA. Hunter Green, their young prospect, so far is off to a very bad start as well as he has an 8.71 ERA. Reiver Sanmartin, who has been in the rotation from the start of the year on, has a 13.78 ERA. Vladimir Gutierrez, who was pretty good to end out last year, has gotten off to an awful start this year as he has an 8.86 earned run average. And as bad as their rotation has been, they do have reinforcements on the way. Nick Lodolo, who was a prospect in Cincinnati's system, has made a couple starts this year and he's been playing pretty well. I'm a big believer in Lodolo and he's expected to come off of the IL relatively soon and make another start, and if this guy's fully healthy, I don't think he's going to be a great pitcher this year, but I do think long term he has some potential. Luis Castillo has yet to pitch this year as he's been nursing a shoulder injury, but he's expected to make his season debut next week, so if he does come back fully healthy and pitches like we expect him to, he is going to be a big help. As for their bullpen, they don't have a single reliable arm. The few times the Reds have had any lead this year, it's been blown by the bullpen, so the bullpen really isn't much better than the starting rotation. So yeah, the Reds are playing very, very bad. As we stand today, they're on pace for a 20-win season. They also have a negative 87 run differential, which is by far the worst in baseball. So it's not like the Reds are barely losing games by 1 or 2 runs, they're getting blown out. As for the rest of the season, however, I think the Reds will be a lot better. I'm not saying they're going to make a run to the playoffs or anything or even sniff the playoffs, but I think they're going to be a respectable team. Now I say that because some of their best players have been injured or yet to play. As I mentioned before, Jonathan India has been injured most of the year and Luis Castillo has yet to make his debut. Those 2 players, in my opinion, are the 2 best players on this roster. And you also have players like Joey Votto and Tyler Mahle, who we have seen in the past play very well, so I don't think they're going to continue to play as bad as they have. So realistically, I think the Reds are a 55 to 60 win team. They're definitely not going to keep up what they've done so far because, like I said, if they were, they would win 20 games. One other player I forgot to mention earlier was Mike Minor. Minor has yet to pitch this year and he will be coming back relatively soon. But anyways, the Reds, yeah, they're very bad. They're historically bad up to this point, but it's not going to keep up. Anyways, that's going to wrap today's video up. Let me know what you guys think down below of the Cincinnati Reds. As always, feel free to subscribe if you guys do enjoy the content. I'm going to continue to post a lot more baseball videos here as we go further into 2022. And lastly, I want to thank you guys again so much for watching and continuing to support, and I'll see you next time.